Guess who's back? It's me. I'm back. Hey, y'all. Thank you for coming back and watching another YouTube video for WEIGO Podcast, AKA What Else is Going On Podcast. You can find the audio version where episodes drop every Tuesday and Friday. The episode days of the week are Tuesday and Friday, wherever you listen to your podcast, Amazon Music, iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. For those of you that don't know about the audio podcast, go back, catch up, binge, let me know what you think. I started posting the podcast episodes on YouTube, I think in October. I started out just posting. Before I was doing just videos like this, I was just posting the podcast episodes. So you will be able to find some on YouTube. But if not, like I said, go back and listen to the audio version. I've had some pretty good guests over the years. And then if you want to hear a podcast that has nothing to do with like reality TV, or you just feel like your spirit needs something, I also have a podcast, Tales from a Butterfly, that is on hiatus. It's been on hiatus for 4 years now, but that's still over there. I'll still keep it active for when I start posting episodes again. I really want to get back to that because that fulfills me in a different way, and this fulfills me in a different way, and then the audio version of this fulfills me in a different way. I want to take the time out again. I know y'all may be tired of hearing it, but I'm never going to be tired of saying it. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all of you who came over to show some love, show some support, left a comment, subscribed, anything. I truly appreciate it. I will never take for granted the fact that you've added me as part of your content creator rotation. I appreciate y'all for that so much. So thank you. So let's get into these topics, honey, because your girl is consistent. Okay. That's one thing that I have to fight. Sometimes procrastination, right? But sometimes just being tired and learning how to manage my time and learning how to manage my energy without relying on energy drinks. Like I did, I'm not gonna lie, I did get a Red Bull today, but I've been doing really good trying to fight through when I'm getting tired. Watching my protein intake, noticing that when I eat protein, I feel better, feel like I have more energy, as opposed to like eating certain things at certain times. I feel like my energy drains a little bit. So, because I don't want to live a life restricting anything that I eat unless it's something that could kill me. If it's not something that could take me out, because of the way my body reacts. Listen, I ain't never going to say I'm never going to get a Big Mac I'll get the medium size though, with a Coke, extra sauce. Like food is meant to be enjoyed. Life is meant to be enjoyed, right? So, but I'm also paying attention to how those things affect my body more. And I want to like how I look, not just in clothes, but naked. I'm just going to be honest. I want to look good naked. I don't want to feel good in my clothes. And then when I take my clothes off, it just hits the ground. And even if it did hit the ground, if I liked it, that's cool too. I just want to make sure I like how I look naked. And I'm no longer running past the mirror. I stroll past like, I see you. Y'all did not ask for all that. But anyway, so I'm really trying to do my due diligence and put in the time and love to this thing that I love doing, like I do for jobs, for my rideshare gig that provides instant money, right? So let's go ahead and get into these topics. First up, now I mentioned Tisha Campbell earlier, I think in my first video. I said, I'm still here, or in my second video, because remember, I did the first one, was supposed to go back out to the rideshare world, messed around and fell asleep in this chair, woke up, neck all crooked, and did another video after that. So Tisha Campbell has come up on the timeline once again. Let's get into it. According to Us Weekly, Tisha Campbell has been asked, that was in quotes, to join Real Housewives. Says, but now is not the time. This is an exclusive. Tisha Campbell was approached about making a major pivot to reality television, but the stars weren't quite aligned. In an exclusive interview with Us Weekly, Campbell was asked whether she'd ever considered joining the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. I have been asked, Campbell revealed, but right now is not the time. I'm not anti, it's just not the time. The Martin alum candidly admitted that she likes her privacy a little too much to be the latest addition to the Bravo universe. I'm not as bold to share like that, Campbell said. You have to be bold. Still, she gave shouts out Still, she gave shout outs to former reality stars who were able to transition from their roots into bigger and better things. People like Basketball Wives star Tammy Roman parlayed it into a different career. Campbell noted of Roman's acting career. Love and Hip Hop New York star Cardi B parlayed it into a different career. I love that. Big ups to anybody who does that. She continued, there can be downsides, but there can be upsides too. And those two are perfect examples. Campbell also credited Nene Leakes, who used her Real Housewives of Atlanta fame to nab acting roles on shows like NBC's The New Normal and a starring role on Broadway as Mama Morton in Chicago. Just because Campbell isn't ready to star on The Real Housewives herself, don't think she's not on the couch watching with the rest of us. She noted, I love a good reality show. However, Campbell added, they don't always go down easy. Sometimes it can leave you feeling like I didn't want to see these people's business. Whereas watching a sitcom, you're just laughing and it's a good feeling. So she said she was asked to join. Because other stars have said that too, right? And other people have said it. Even Fallon was like, they were asking me for years and then she finally said yes. What do they mean when they say ask them to join? Are they really just offering you contracts, or are they saying, hey, would you consider coming and filming with us? And then they would ultimately decide whether or not you became a cast member. Because she says she's been asked to join The Real Housewives, it was The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Would y'all like to see Tisha on any Housewives? I want to say no. I want to say no. I don't mind my housewives being unknown. We talk about housewives will never be the days of old, right? When they were coming in with no blueprint, no nothing, and just showing us their real lives and shopping and arguing over who's sitting in what seat, arguing over taking a bow off of a cake. Real Housewives of Orange County reference, those of you that know. But I feel like if we get people who are relatively not known, really like actors and actresses, if they're not known like how actors and actresses are known, we may get closer to that. Not saying people aren't going to come in with their agendas and who they want to take down and thinking that they know reality TV and how it works. But I feel like I don't necessarily need to see actors and actresses on, well, the same thing, but you know what I mean? Actors on The Housewives. I know Garcelle's on there now. We had Denise Richards. I still feel like with Beverly Hills, even though we get some authenticity from some of them, it still reminds me of a Smoke and Mirrors franchise because it's Hollywood, baby. So like Lisa Rinna would talk about her playing a part. I don't want that on my Housewives. So Tisha Campbell is beautiful. She's talented. I don't know that I'd want to see her on any of my Housewives shows. I don't know. What do y'all think? Would y'all like to see Tisha? Let me know in the comments. Next up, let's talk about Jersey Shore. Did y'all watch Jersey Shore? What is it? GTL, Gym Tan Laundry. Was that what it is? Or GLT, something like that? GTL. Every time I would hear them say that, it reminded me of GTA, Grand Theft Auto. Let's get into Vinny, y'all. So, okay, Jersey Shore star Vinny, I don't know how to say his last name, Vinny G, opens up about almost exclusively, that part is in quotes, dating Black women. So Jersey Shore star Vinny G knows his type when it comes to dating. During a recent interview, Vinny made it clear that he almost exclusively dates Black women. Vinny and the Horrible Decisions, he was on Horrible Decisions podcast. So the hosts combined their podcast in an episode released about a week ago. The Jersey Shore alum hosts Something Went Wrong with Vinny. That's the name of his podcast. Nearly 13 minutes in, Vinny shared his preference for Black women after one of his co-hosts spoke about dating a Black man. The co-host retold a story about a Black man who told her Vin was pursuing a date. Oh yeah, I almost date exclusively Black women. When one of the co-hosts responded, I thought that was Pauly D, because they're saying they thought Pauly D almost exclusively dated Black women. Vinny replied that they have similar taste. The co-host then asked him to specify his preference, saying, as in chocolate. Vin confirmed with a little laugh, chocolate, yeah. As for why he's into Black women, this is what he said. The studies, the rumors are true. Once you go Black, you know. When the host shot back, the blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice, Vinny also agreed, saying, that too, they're all true. All the studies are true. I just find them really beautiful. I mean, that is true. Black women are beautiful. I find them really beautiful, and I like thicker, kind of like slim thicker. And so they have more probability of having curves than skinny white girls. And then culturally, too, like I get along with Black people better than like Latinas or something like that, because they have curves too. But like culturally, I don't know. I've always gotten along with Black people more. And another thing about Jersey Shore, Vinny, he likes tall, avatar looking women. So when I first read this, I immediately was like, what is his dating history? What is his public dating history? And when you go through and look up his public dating history, it's not a whole lot of melanin. The public one, maybe the private one is, but there's not a lot of public. There might have been one from his show, his dating show that he had with Vinny, I believe. But yeah. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Moving on, let's talk about Tiffany Haddish. So this is according to the Hollywood Reporter. Tiffany Haddish started fake social media account to find and call trolls, as in, hello, call trolls. People think they can just say whatever. Haddish also hired a digital forensics analyst to investigate online death threats. That is so beyond, like, nobody should be issuing death threats to celebrities, content creators, anybody online, period. No one. You shouldn't be issuing death threats to anybody. You need to not just touch grass. You need to either get help or be behind somebody's bars for cyberbullying if you want to go that far. Tiffany Haddish opened a fake Instagram account to track down her online trolls and sometimes calls them on the phone, the comedian said this week. In a new profile with the Los Angeles Times, Haddish said she faces intense internet bullying, which worsened after the since dropped 2022 legal complaint alleging that Haddish and comedian Aries Spears had groomed two anonymous people. Haddish began by blocking key terms on Instagram to avoid the hatred, including setback, PEDO, and the words not funny. She blocked those terms. She blocked the terms setback, she blocked the term PEDO, and blocked the two words not funny. When death threats continued, she hired a digital forensics analyst to research where they were coming from and discovered that 3/4 of the messages were from bots in Malaysia and Iran. Since then, she has also created a fake Instagram alias under the name Sarah, which she uses to collect the personal information of her non-robot online bullies. I've learned how to find people's information. Like I pull up the credit report, police records. Haddish said, you can do that for $1.99. Sometimes I get so mad that I'll get the phone number and I'll just call them. Now you're spending Tiffany, you went through a little period, after the lawsuit that you and Aries Spears were in, where I don't know if you were necessarily working and you have bought a home and all that. So spending $1.99 to contact. Okay. The girl strip actress said the trolls are often shocked she's calling. They'll be like, I can't believe you even saw that. You did a whole video, B. You made a full 5-minute video. On the internet, people think they can just say whatever and you're not going to say anything. I try my best not to, but I'm a human being. Okay, so that's what she's saying to them. When she calls them, they'll be like, I can't even believe you saw that. And she's saying you did a whole video. You made a whole 5-minute video. On the internet, people think they can just say whatever and you're not going to say anything. I try my best not to, but I'm a human being. Despite the vitriol, Haddish says her mental health has stayed strong. The biggest challenge she's faced in recent years has not come from the internet, but her own body. In 2023, she was diagnosed with endometriosis, which helped explain her multiple miscarriages. People have no idea what it feels like to have your soul falling out of your body, because that's what it feels like. My soul is like, oh man, we was going to grow that. You ever plant anything and then it effing dies? and you really want it to live, you try to play cool like it ain't that bad, but it is. Sorry that Tiffany has gone through that, but I'm glad that now she has the answers to hopefully help her in the future be able to grow a child if that's what her heart desires. Tiffany is out here calling people. So I think, I'll be back. I'm about to go make a video. See, because I need an episode for next Friday for the podcast. So I think maybe if I make a video about Tiffany, I'm not going to go too all the way in because y'all, I still see these people as human. And then maybe she'll call my phone. And just so she knows, I'm going to record it when she calls me and actually turn it into an interview. And then I'm going to post it for the podcast. So you can call me, Tiffany. You ain't even got the research. DM me. I'm going to send you my phone number. Okay. So what y'all think about Tiffany taking the time out to create fake Instagram accounts and calling the phone? I don't get upset when a celebrity claps back at people because sometimes people do really go too far. And if you're bold enough to come on their page or at them and say something, they're allowed to respond. They are human too. I do not expect them to be perfect. I know sometimes people come at me, I have to take a deep breath because what I'm going to send back may get me banned from IG, and Jesus wouldn't be pleased. But so to have it constantly coming at you, I can't even imagine. But to be calling folks, but again, Tiffany, at WEIGO podcast, WEIGO podcast, I'll send you my phone number. We can have a conversation. I just need to be able to record it for quality assurance purposes. And then I'm going to upload it for my podcast episode. What else is going on with Taria as Faison to put it out next Friday. All right, girl, I'll talk to you. Just call. Y'all let me know what y'all think. Next up, that's so Raven. It's a voice that I can't see, right? Honey, Raven has come to the internet to let us know, back up off my wife. I'm not having it. Let's get into it. It's disrespectful. Raven-Symone begs trolls to stop sending death threats to her wife, Miranda. A sidebar. I woke up yesterday morning and I had to sing. Me and my husband in our bedroom, we have, the bathroom and then the toilet, its own water closet. That's what they call it, right? That's what they call it. And then, so you walk in, the toilet is in this room, the water closet, and then we have two sinks. So I have my own sink and mirror. He has his own sink and mirror. So as he was brushing his teeth or either washing his face yesterday, y'all, I woke up with the song in my head. Do y'all remember when Rudy, y'all remember Rudy on the Cosby Show? And then Olivia came, AKA Raven-Symone, with Denise and Denise's husband. Y'all remember when Rudy and Olivia wasn't getting along and they did I don't know if it was a dream sequence, but the song was like, there's trouble in the Huxtable house tonight. Rudy and Olivia had a fight. Rudy can't stand what Olivia does because playing with a kid is never fun. She went in her drawer. Yeah, yeah. Y'all remember that? Do y'all remember that? And there's trouble brewing in her head. Y'all, I woke up and that song was on my brain. I had to sing it to him yesterday morning. And hearing Raven's name, it brought the song right back. I'm gonna go look that scene up and I'm gonna have to post it if y'all act like y'all don't know what I'm talking about or if I'm just telling my age. Anyway, let's get into what Raven had to say. Raven-Symone is sticking up for her wife against troll attacks. The former Disney star unloaded on followers, claiming haters have gone too far by sending Miranda death threats after she said she didn't grow up watching That's So Raven. Child, a poor wife then said, I have not grown up watching That So Raven. And the people said, you must be taken out of here. Sternly looking into the camera with her, matter of fact, I'm going to read to you how Radar Online describes it, then I'm going to play the video for y'all. Sternly looking into the camera with her shaken spouse, the childhood actress stated, and I'm not going to read it. I'm going to let y'all see the video, but I just had to let y'all hear how it was described. All right. Because Raven is not playing with y'all. Hold on. Hold on. Let me pause it because I want to share the screen with y'all. I want y'all to be able to see it because Raven said, what you won't do is talk about my wife. Not on my, like Ayanla, not on my watch, you won't. All right. We're going to play this again. Let me refresh it. Why is it not? I don't want to refresh while y'all are here. Of course not. Hold on. course, because it wants to make. Okay, here we go. Y'all know I had this all figured out before y'all came over here. Okay, here we go. Oh, child, that didn't look like Raven for a minute. Okay, here we go. It's annoying. It literally was just pulled up, and then I had to go through all of that again. Okay, let's do it.
To tell you to stop it in the comments and stop with the death threats in her DMs. It is disrespectful to her and in turn disrespectful to me. Stop it.
It's really become wild. I hope to clear the air right now and letting you all know that I never have once said that I did not know who Raven was. I only ever said that I did not grow up watching That's So Raven. I did not watch her as a child. But since getting married and meeting her in 2015, I have seen the majority of her work. I've also been at a lot of this work. So I mean, backstage at The View, 25 words or less. The list goes on and on. I love That's So Raven. I think she should have won all the Emmys. I think my wife is endlessly talented. I support her beyond. She also just isn't Raven-Symone to me. You guys must try and open your minds a little bit and understand there is more behind people that are celebrity. There is real life here. And that's why we're feeling inclined to address this, because I'm receiving so much hate for something that is really just a big spiral of internet misinformation.
And for all of the blue checks out there acting like trolls, sit down. Just thank you. No need.
Thank you, next.
That part.
Y'all, listen to the beginning.
I'm here with Miranda, my wife, to tell you to stop it in the comments and stop with the death threats.
I just wanted y'all to hear the beginning. Y'all, Raven was sitting up there like, she gonna box y'all. Y'all keep it up. Raven is gonna box y'all. She was like, say something. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you, ho. That is how Raven was sitting up like, she gonna box every single one of y'all making comments to her wife. All jokes aside, death threats is a little much just because the woman says she didn't watch That's So Raven, grow up watching That's So Raven. Whether she lied or not, we don't know for sure. We can only take her at her word. If you choose not to take her at her word and be like, girl, you lying, you watched it. Okay, that's you. But to send her death threats is insane to me. It's like, it makes you wonder if, for me, is social media the outlet that people, when they have anger or things going on in their mind and they want to take it out on somebody instead of going to see a therapist and working it out, they just come to social media and release it all through these insane comments. And then it makes them somehow feel better knowing that a celebrity would see it. I have found, though, that a lot of times when a celebrity claps back directly at you, then people are like, oh, I never thought you would. Just like the Tiffany Haddish story, when she calls them, hello, this is Tiffany. They say, I never thought you would see it. So if you never normally, not, I won't say normally because some people don't, but sometimes you want a person to know how you feel about, I want you to hear everything I feel. But I guess it's enough for people to just get it out of their system, whether the celebrity feels it or not, or they're doing it for the commenters. Who knows? But Raven defending her wife, hey, I mean, I get it. If my spouse was getting hate me, if y'all were coming on here sending, and not you guys watching, but if people were coming to my DM sending hate mail or commenting hate mail about my husband based on something, now, depending on what it is, don't send hate mail. But you know what I mean? I guess people are going to defend their spouse, their lover, their partner, what have you. So I didn't see anything wrong with her defending. Her demeanor was just really funny to me, though. She looked like she wanted to fight. Sit down. No, thank you. No need. She had them lips. Raven is a beautiful woman, but y'all stop sending threats to that lady. She told y'all she ain't watching That's So Raven. That's it. And that is all. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments about Raven standing up for her wife, and what you think about Tiffany Haddish calling folks on the phone. If there has been anybody that has been called by Tiffany, please come into my DMs at WEIGO Podcast, WEIGO Podcast on Instagram. Instagram currently has restricted my comments until May 6th. I didn't even do anything. I didn't say anything. One day I was commenting. And then next thing I know, I go to make another comment, and I'm talking about people were posting about different things. And I'm like, yeah, girl, or you're beautiful, girl, or I love that girl. Comments like that, just on different things and chatting back and forth with people. And then all of a sudden it was like, no, you can't comment until May 6th. I didn't even do nothing. But if you have been called by Tiffany Haddish, slide into my DMs and let me know. Also, let me know what y'all think about Vinny. Vinny said that he only, child, was it Vinny or Paulie? Vinny said he prefers chocolate. Who, even though his public past show is a little different, but that's my concern. And what do y'all think? Do y'all want to see Tisha Campbell on a Housewives franchise, specifically Beverly Hills? Y'all let me know, and I will talk to y'all later. Y'all have a wonderful rest of your evening. See you later.